Recording in progress. Right, we have been discussing lesson 4, prime in the books. Think all the business organization when they are going to prepare financial statement. Uh, this is the process you have to apply. Think business as well as organization. This is the way you have to think. We are going to discuss about the business organization. Think normally business can be divided by 3 parts. Think trading business available, as well as service business available, and manufacturing business available. 3 type of business. As well as organization mainly can be divided by 2 parts: profit making organization as well as non-profit organization. Think profit making organization, non-profit organization. Profit making organization further can be divided by 3 parts: sole proprietorships, partnerships, company. Think those are the profit making organization. Main purpose for generate profit. Sole proprietorship only one owners available, but partnership more than 2 owners available. Company more shareholders available. Think organization, but non-profit organization, owners not available, members available. First one, try to get idea about the business and organization. Think there are 3 types of business, 4 types of organization available. Our duty in accounting, we are going to provide information to the interest party. Think employee, customers, supplier, manager, financial institutes, as well as government institutes. Those are the interest party of the business organization. Our duty in accounting, we are going to provide information to the interest party. For provide information to the interest party, we have to prepare financial statement. Think as a financial statement, income statement, statement of financial position, statement of change in equity, statement of cash flow, and accounting policies, as well as notes. Those are the things we have to prepare to provide information to the interest party. Therefore, financial statement included, there are 5 parts. Those are called assets, liability, income, expenses, as well as equity. This is the way you have to think. We are going to discuss about the business and organization. Business, trading business, service business, manufacturing business, and organization. It may be sole proprietorships, partnerships, company, as well as non-profit organization. Think we are going to discuss about the business organization. Our duty, we are going to provide information to the interest party. Those are the interest party of the business organization. And our duty, we are going to provide information to the interest party. For provide information to the interest party, we have to prepare financial statement. Therefore, financial statement includes assets, liability, income, expense, and equity. Right. Therefore, we are going to discuss how to prepare those kind of financial statement each and every business organization. Therefore, this is a path. Think there is a process. From the beginning, changes in resource of the business organization during the accounting period. Think accounting mainly can be divided by 2 parts: financial accounts as well as management accounts. When preparing financial statement under financial accounts, changes in resource of the business organization during the accounting period. Think normally we have to provide information annually. End of the year, think about 31st March 2025. In our paper, end of the 31st March 25. Therefore, beginning of the 1st April 2020. For this is called accounting period. We have to provide information annually. Therefore, from the beginning, when business going to prepare financial statement, changes in resource of the business organization during the accounting period should be recognized as a transaction and events. Think process. Our ultimate objective, we are going to discuss how to prepare those kind of financial statement. From the beginning, changes in resource of the business organization should be recognized as a transaction and events. Second one, information should be collected by using source documents. Think source documents. And third one, Information included in the source document should be recorded in the prime and books. You have to know how to record information in the prime and books. After that, information included in the prime and books should be recorded in the ledger. Think ledger mainly can be divided by two parts, general ledger as well as sub ledgers. After that, information included in the ledger by closing ledger, trial balance can be prepared in the general ledger. Step number 5. After that, if trial balance is not equal, error correction. After that, adjustment. Then you have to know how to prepare financial statement each and every business organization. Therefore, this is the path. Accounting mainly can be divided by two parts, financial accounts as well as management accounts. Those are called type of accounting. We have been discussing financial account parts. Grade 12, we have to discuss up to lesson 10. We have been discussing lesson 4, prime and books. Therefore, this is the process. First one thing, transaction and events. Second one, source documents. Third one, prime and books. Fourth one, ledger. Then trial balance, error correction, adjustment, and preparing financial statement. The thing under source document we have to discuss receipts, payment voucher, debit note, credit note, sales invoice, purchase invoice, and journal vouchers. Source documents. And prime and books, general ledger, general journal, then purchase journal, purchase return journal, sales journal, sales return journal, cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, petty cash payment journal. Information included in the source document should be recorded in the prime and books. General journal. All other thing is specific journal. Cash receipts, cash payments, purchase return, sales return, and petty cash payment journal. All the business organizations should be applied this process. After that, information included in the source document should be recorded in the ledger. Think ledger mainly can be divided by two parts. General ledger. Think ledger can be divided by two parts. General ledger as well as sub ledgers. Sub ledgers further can be divided by two parts. Debtors ledger and creditors ledger. Very, very important. Step number 4. Information included in the source document, you have to know how to record in the ledger. After that, by closing ledger accounts, trial balance should be prepared in the general ledger. General ledger, you have to prepare trial balance. After that, if trial balance is not equal, error correction. After that, adjustment. Think bad debts and doubtful debts adjustment, EPF and ETF adjustment, leasing adjustment, revaluation adjustment, disposal adjustment, inventory adjustment, accrual prepaid adjustment, goods sent on sales or return basis adjustment. Like that, there are more adjustment. Very, very important. This is financial accounts. Think we are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement each and every business organization. Therefore, this is the business, this is the organization, this is our ultimate objective. We have been discussing prime and books. Think this is area we are going to discuss under this part, this level. Lesson 4. You have to know source documents. You have to know prime and books, how to records. Then general ledger, debtors and creditors ledger. And here we have discussed trial balance also. You have to prepare trial balance in the general ledger. Trial balance. If trial balance is not equal, error correction, as well as after the adjustment and financial statement. But under lesson 4, we have to discuss from the beginning source documents, prime and books, general ledger, and sub ledgers. After that, I will discuss debtor reconciliation, creditors reconciliation, bank reconciliation, and error correction, suspense accounts, as well as profit correction. Very, very important parts. All the business organizations should be applied this process when preparing financial statement. Subject relevant for the business organization. Think about business, think about organization, think our duty. All the business organizations, this is the path. Steps should be applied when preparing financial statement. Therefore, under lesson 4, you have to know source documents, prime and books, and ledger, general ledger, as well as sub ledgers. After that, you have to know how to prepare trial balance in the general ledger. If it is not equal, error correction, suspense accounts, and profit correction. As well as debtors and creditors ledger. There is no double entry, single entry system to be applied. Therefore, you have to know how to prepare debtors list and creditors list. Debtor control account balance should be equal debtor list balance. Creditor control account balance should be equal creditor list balance. If those two balances are not equal, next part, debtors and creditors reconciliation. Right, we have discussed already cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, purchase journal, purchase return journal, and sales journal, sales return journal. We have discussed. Further, we have to discuss petty cash payment journal as well as general journal. Right, from the beginning, I'm going to discuss petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal, you have to know how to record each and every transaction from the beginning in the prime and books. Right, think about petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal. We have discussed purchase journal as well as purchase return journal. We have discussed. Think information about credit purchase should be recorded purchase journal. If those are returned, should be recorded purchase return journal. As well as credit sales should be recorded sales journal. If those are returned, should be recorded sales return journal. And all the checks and cash receipts should be recorded cash receipt journal. But by payment by issuing checks should be recorded cash payment journal. Therefore, you have to know how to record each and every transaction from the beginning in the prime and books. We have discussed already cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, purchase journal, purchase return journal, and sales journal, sales return journal. We have discussed already. But today I'm going to discuss from the beginning petty cash payment journal. Right. Think petty cash payment journal. You have to know there are three information. All the primary books you have to know from the beginning what kind of information should be recorded. First one thing, what kind of information should be recorded? Petty cash payment journal. Think petty cash payment journal should be recorded only a small amount of expense paid in cash. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. We have discussed cash payment journal also. Think cash payment journal available. Payment by issuing checks. Payment by issuing checks should be recorded cash payment journal. But petty cash payment journal should be recorded only payment, a small amount of expense paid in cash. That is the first part. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. Right. Then you have to know relevant source documents. Petty cash payment voucher. Think petty cash payment voucher, that is a relevant source documents. Think theory, a small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. And relevant source documents, petty cash payment voucher. Petty cash payment voucher. Right. Therefore, you have to know how to record each and every transaction in the petty cash payment journal also. Petty cash payment journal. That first one, this is the format I have given from the beginning. Primary books dues. It is included format also. It is include format for petty cash payment journal. That first one is the format. Petty cash payment journal. A small amount of expense paid in cash will be recorded. I have given from the beginning petty cash primary books dues. It is include petty cash payment journal format also. This is the format. Think a small amount of expense paid in cash will be recorded here. A small amount of expense paid in cash will be recorded. Therefore, separate column for date available. Think separate column for dates and description as well as voucher number and total paid. Then total paid should be analyzed as a postage, traveling, stationery, miscellaneous, and other. Then ledger folio, it is not necessary, but this is the format. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded, and relevant source document petty cash payment voucher. Then you have to know how to record each and every transaction in the petty cash payment journal, as well as you have to know how to record those information in the ledger account also. What is the theory? A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded, and relevant source document petty cash payment voucher. We have discussed cash payment journal also. Cash payment journal available, payment by issuing checks. Payment by issuing checks. But here it is given a small amount of expense paid in cash. Expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. Right. From the beginning, I'm going to discuss how to prepare petty cash payment journal. Then I will discuss how to record those information in the ledger also. When those information recorded in the ledger, you have to apply. There are 3 steps. First one, receive petty cash from chief cashier. Then make the වෙන්නේ ප්‍රධාන chief cashier කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා and petty cashier. Chief cashier තමයි petty cashier සල්ලි දෙන්නේ. They have receipts cash receipts petty cash impressed on petty cash receipt from the chief cashier from the beginning. Petty cash control account debit, cash control account credit. That part I will discuss after preparing petty cash payment journal. But this area very important. There are 3 steps to be applied. First one, cash receipt from chief cashier. The cash control account credit, petty cash control account debit. Then reimbursement of petty cash impress. Reimbursement can ආපහු chief cashier ගෙන් සල්ලි හම්බ වෙනවා අපිට. Also petty cash control account debit, cash control credit. Then expense paid in cash. Then petty cash expense paid in cash, petty cash control account credit, and all other ledger account debits. මුලින්ම අපිට chief cashier ගෙන් සල්ලි හම්බ වෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ සල්ලි වලින් අපි පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවනවා. ස්ටෙප් දෙකක් යනවා. ඊට පස්සේ ආපහු මාස අන්තිමට සල්ලි හම්බ වෙනවා chief cashier ගෙන්. petty cash impress කියලා කියන්නේ maximum decide කරපු ගාන. දැන් මාසයක් අපි නිකන් හිතන්නකෝ. ඒතර මාසයකට පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න රුපියල් ලක්ෂ 5ක් ඇති. අනේකට අපි කියනවා petty cash impress එකක් කියලා. ඒගොල්ලෝ decide කරනවා maximum මෙච්චරක් ඇති පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. The petty cash impress කියලා කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ decide කරනවා මාසයකට නැත්නම් specific time period එකකට. ඒක මාසයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, සතියක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙච්චර ගාණක් තිබුණොත් ඇති පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න. It is called petty cash impress. Therefore, there are 3 steps to be applied. First one, cash received from chief cashier. Then petty cash expense paid by using petty cash. After reimbursement. Reimbursement කියන්නේ ආපහු chief cashier ගෙන් සල්ලි හම්බ වෙනවා petty cash එකට. Right. අපි ඉස්සරම ගාණක් හදලා බලමු. දැන් question 1 වලට. First one, you have to know how to prepare format also. This is the way you have to prepare format. Separate column for dates and description, voucher number, as well as total paid amounts, and analysis column. Think analysis column available postage, traveling, stationery, as well as miscellaneous. Miscellaneous කියන්නේ sundry expense. මේකට අපි කියනවා සමාන වචනයක් sundry expense. ඒ කියන්නේ විවිධ වියදම්. මේකද වෙන්නේ දැන් පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් කැටගරයිස් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා නම් එක වගේ වියදම් ඒකට වෙනම අපි කොලම් එකක් දානවා. දැන් postage කියන බලන්න. ඊට සම්බන්ධ වියදම් ගොඩාක් වෙනවා. ඒකට වෙනම කොලම් එකක් දානවා. traveling expense, stationery. එහෙම ගොඩක් දේවල් නැත්තම් වෙන් කරන්න වෙනම කොලම් එකක් නැත්තම් ඒව දානවා miscellaneous කොලම් එකට. sundry expense කියන්නේ ඒවට sundry expense. ඊට අමතරව දැන් expense නැතුව මොන හරි ගෙවලා තිබුණොත් අන්න ඒක තමයි other කොලම් එකේ තියෙන්නේ. example cash paid for creditors. other කොලම් එකේ අපි දාන්නේ expense වලට නැතුව වෙන මොකේට හරි ගෙවලා තිබුණොත්. creditors වලට ගෙවලා තිබුණොත් example. ඊට අමතරව non conditions මොනවද land building මොනවා හරි purchase කරලා තිබුණොත් සාමාන්‍ය petty cash එක අපි maintain කරන්නේ to payment a small amount of expense. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. හැබැයි expense වලට අමතරව මොනවා හරි ගෙවලා තිබුණොත් creditors වලට ගෙවලා තිබුණොත් land building motor vehicle purchase කරන්න මොනවා හරි ගෙවලා තිබුණොත් අනව දාන්නේ other කියන column එක. Think all the expense should be categorized. Expense should be categorized. කොහමද දැන් ඉවර වෙනකොට තේරෙන්න ඕන how to record each and every transaction in the petty cash payment journal, as well as you have to know how to record those information in the ledger account also. That's petty cash impress කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා තේරෙන්න ඕන. reimbursement කියන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා තේරෙන්න ඕන. petty cash impress කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ decide කරනවා මාසෙකට පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න මෙච්චරක් තිබුණොත් ඇති. It is called petty cash impress. reimburse කියන්නේ chief cash එකෙන් petty cash එකට හම්බෙන ගාණ. හරි. කියන්නේ question number 1 වලට first one you have to know how to prepare format also. Question number 1. I have given separate paper. Think about this example. It has given details of petty cash transaction of the business Janaka for the month of July 2023. Right. Given from the beginning opening balance. Think opening balance should be record petty cash control accounts. It is not relevant for petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal should be recorded only payment by issuing cash, by using cash. Given from the beginning, balance also given opening balance. As well as second transaction received from chief cashier. Received from chief cashier also should be recorded petty cash control accounts, not petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal should be recorded only payment, a small amount of expense paid in cash. Therefore, transaction number 1 and 2 not relevant for petty cash payment journal. It is relevant for when preparing ledger accounts. Those should be recorded petty cash control accounts. Therefore, only payment should be records. You have to start from transaction number 3. It is given purchase stationery, traveling available, stamp and envelope, wages, pen and pencil. Those are the small amount of expense paid in cash. Right. Then requirements. First one, they ask petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal. Then requirement 1. And given petty cash payment journal, within brackets it has given postage, traveling, stationery, miscellaneous, as well as other. Those are the analysis column. And post into relevant ledger accounts from petty cash books. You have to know how to record in the ledger account also. Right. Given from the beginning opening balance and receipt from chief cashier, those are should be recorded in the petty cash control accounts, not relevant for petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal should be recorded only payment, only a small amount of expense paid in cash. Right. First one, draw the format. Separate column for date, voucher number, description, and total value. After that, total value should be analyzed as a postage, traveling, stationery, as well as miscellaneous, as well as other. Think other columns should be recorded payment for creditors and payment for non-current assets if it is given. Right. First one, draw the format. Petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal. You have to know how to prepare relevant ledger account also. You have to know how to prepare relevant ledger account also. There are two parts you have to know. First one thing, how to prepare petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal. Think primary books part of lesson 4. There are 8 primary books we have discussed. Right. This is the way you have to prepare format. Petty cash payment journal. Separate column for date. Separate column for dates. And voucher number, as well as description and total value. After that, analysis column. Right. Think primary books part of lesson 4. There are 8 primary books we have discussed. Right. This is the way you have to prepare format. Petty cash payment journal. Separate column for date. Separate column for dates. And voucher number, as well as description and total value. Think analysis column, postage, travel in, stationery, miscellaneous, as well as other. First one, draw the format like this. Topic, petty cash payment journal. Topic, write first one, separate column for dates, voucher number, description, then total value. After that, analysis column, postage, travel in, stationery, miscellaneous, as well as other. First one, draw the format. Now I'm going to discuss question number one. Question number one. Here, petty cash payment journal. Think petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal. Separate column for date. Here date and voucher number. Here description. Then total value. Here total value. Then analysis column. Think analysis column. Analysis column. Here date, voucher number, description, total, analysis column. Here postage. Separate column for postage. If there are more expenses relevant for postage, you have to prepare separate column for postage also. Only a small amount of expense paid in cash will be recorded here. A small amount of expense paid in cash. Next one, stationery. It has given the traveling expense. Second column, traveling. Second column, traveling. Stationery. Next one, miscellaneous. Next one, miscellaneous. As well as other. Think other columns will be recorded. Payment for creditors if it is given. Normally, petty cash payment journal should be prepared to record a small amount of expense paid in cash. But if it is given payment for creditors, it should be recorded other column. Miscellaneous. ඒ කියන්නේ විවිධ වේදම්. මේකට අපි කියන sundry expense කියලා කියන්නේ මේකට sundry expense. Think a small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. First one, draw the format. Then think how to record transaction included in the question number one. First one, draw the format clearly. Date, voucher number, description, then total value, as well as analysis column. Think analysis column also. That first one, draw the format clearly. Petty cash payment journal. Think there are 8 primary books available. From the beginning, you have to know what kind of information should be recorded each and every primary books. Think voucher number, source documents. Only small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded here. But cash payment journal, all the payment by issuing checks All the payment by issuing checks should be recorded cash payment journal. Think difference between petty cash payment journal as well as cash payment journal. Right, first one draw the format like this. Itu baga kita දාගන්න format එක. Transaction number 1 and 2 cannot be recorded here. One, it has given opening balance, and second one given receipt from chief cashier. Receipt from chief cashier should be recorded petty cash control accounts. Receipt from chief cashier should be recorded petty cash control accounts. Right. Format එක හදලා ඉවර නම් හදන්න පටන් ගන්න. From transaction number 3, think 1 and 2 relevant for petty cash control accounts. It is not relevant for petty cash payment journal. Right. Think start from transaction number 3. Start from transaction number 3. Think first one given opening balance. Opening balance will be records petty cash control accounts. And second transaction, it has given cash received from chief cashier. Cash received from chief cashier also should be recorded petty cash control accounts. Right, start from transaction number 3. It has given date 2nd of July 23. Purchase stationery. Think purchase stationery. Think transaction number 1 and 2 relevant for petty cash control accounts. Here should be record only payments. Only payment by using cash. Therefore, think third transaction. It has given voucher number also. Purchase stationery. Therefore, date is given 2nd of July. Record it 2nd of July 2023. And voucher number is given 059. Description, purchase of stationery. Purchase of stationery. Small amount of expense paid in cash. Think value equal 55,000. Value 55,000. Therefore, stationery separate column available. Therefore, this value should be recorded stationery column. If there are more expense relevant for stationery, you have to prepare separate column for that. Separate columns. Think only payment is small amount of expense. Think about date, voucher number, and purchase of stationery value, and separate column available for stationery. Record like that. Think next one, 4th of July. It has given traveling expenses 25,000. Think 4th of July 23. Voucher number is given 060. Description traveling. Description traveling. And value is given 25,000. Therefore, separate column available for traveling. Think how to record petty cash payment journal. Separate column available for traveling. should be equal travel in columns. Trade records. A small amount of expense paid in cash. Next one is stamp and envelope. Voucher number is given 061. Date is given 6th of July. Day 6th of July 2023. Voucher number 061. Stamp and envelope. It has given value 15,000. Therefore, should be recorded postage column. If there are more expense, if there are more same type of expense, you have to prepare separate column for that. First one, purchase stationery, traveling expenses, and stamp as well as envelope. But other columns should be recorded if it is given payment for creditors. Categorize කරන්න බැරි expense එකක් තිබුණොත් දාන්නේ miscellaneous වලට. මේ categories වලට වැටෙන්නේ නැති expense එකක් තිබුණොත් ඒක අපි දාන්නේ miscellaneous column එකට. Think how to prepare petty cash payment journal. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded. We have discussed cash payment journal also. Cash payment journal should be recorded payment by issuing checks. Checks වලින් ගෙවනවා විතරයි cash payment එක දාන්නේ. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. And next one, wages. It is like a salary. Therefore, 7th of July, wages can salary වලට සමානයි. And it has given voucher number 062. Wages value equal 60,000. ඔන්න wages කියන expense එක මෙතන වෙනම category එකක් නෑ බලන්න. postage දාන්න බෑ, traveling දාන්න බෑ, station දාන්න බෑ. අන්නේම categorize කරන්න බැරි expense එකක් නයි යන්නේ miscellaneous වලට. Miscellaneous expense, it is equal sundry expense. Therefore, here as a wages 60,000. Wages. Next one, right record like that. A small amount of expense paid in cash will be recorded here. A small amount of expense paid in cash. Next one given pen and pencil. Think pen and pencil. 8th of July 2023. Voucher number also given 063. Pen and pencil. Think pen and pencil. Value equal 18,000. Part of stationery. Therefore, it should be recorded stationery column. Stationery column. Think small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded. First one, complete petty cash payment journal. And next one, newspaper advertisement. Think newspaper advertisement. Also given voucher number 0634. And description, newspaper advertisement. Think newspaper advertisement. Newspaper advertisement value equal 12,000. It has also not given separate column for advertisement. Therefore, if it has not given separate column, should be recorded miscellaneous columns. Miscellaneous. It is equal sundry expense. ඒක අපි කියනවා විවිධ වියදම් කියන තේකට sundry expense. Right, complete like that. Next one. And given payment to Sunil, think Sunil is a creditor. If it is given payment for creditor, should be record other column. Sunil is a creditor. Therefore, 11th of July, voucher number is given 065. Within brackets creditor within brackets name Sunil. If it is given paid for creditor, should be record other column. Normally, petty cash payment journal we have to maintain to pay a small amount of expense. But if it is given paid for creditors, should be record other columns. Value equal 75,000. Therefore, it should be record other columns. Think petty cash payment journal. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be record normally. Expense නැතුව මොන හරි ගෙවලා තිබ්බොත් යන්නේ අදයකට. Categorize කරන්න බැරි expense එකක් ගෙවලා තිබ්බොත් යන්නේ miscellaneous column එකට. Sundry expense. Right, like that record all the transaction. Next one, 12 July 2023. Postage. Separate column available for postage. Think 12th of July 2023. Voucher number 066. Postage. And value equal 33,000. It should be record postage column. It should be record postage column. Think how to prepare petty cash payment journal. Stationery also same way. Date, voucher number also given. The date 15 July 2023. 15 July 23. Voucher number 067. Stationery. Stationery value equal 24,000. Therefore, separate column available for stationery. 24,000 will be recorded here. Station expense. Like that, if there are more similar expense, you have to prepare separate column for those kind of expense. All other expense will be recorded miscellaneous columns. And if it is given payment for creditors by using petty cash, should be recorded other columns. Think how to maintain petty cash payment journal. Next one, it is given traveling expense 17 July 2023. 17 July 2023. 068. Description traveling. Description traveling. Value is given 21,000. They have separate column available for traveling expense. Separate column available for traveling expense. First one, you have to know how to record each and every transaction in the petty cash payment journal. Next one also given payment to Basil. First one, complete recording parts. Complete petty cash payment journal. Think what kind of information should be records and how to records. And think analysis column also. Try to complete. Next one also given payment to Basil. Therefore, Basil is a creditor. Should be recorded other column. 18 July 2023. Therefore, date 18 July 23. 069. Creditor within bracket Basil. Within bracket Basil. Value is given 56,000. Value 56,000. It should be recorded other column. Value equal 56,000. Normally, petty cash payment journal should be maintained to paid small amount of expense. But if it is given paid for creditors, by using petty cash, should be recorded other column. And the next one also, vehicle parking charges. Vehicle parking charges. That's given date 23 July 23 070 voucher number. Vehicle parking charge. Vehicle parking charge. Vehicle parking charges. Think small amount of expense, 12,000. Vehicle parking charges. It should be records. Traveling, separate column available, traveling. Related for traveling. Like that, all the small amount of expense. දැන් සාමාන්‍ය බිස්නස් එක වෙන්නේ ලොකු වියදම් ගෙවන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය checks වලින්. ඒක තමයි petty cash payment journal එක අපි තියාගෙන යන්නේ. All other small amount of expense. All other small amount of expense also available. Those are paid in cash. Should be recorded petty cash payment journal. Think payments. All other payments should be done by using checks. සාමාන්‍ය බිස්නස් එකේ ලොකු වියදම් ඔක්කොම ගෙවන්නේ checks වලින්. ඒව රෙකෝඩ් කරන තමයි cash payment journal එක තියෙන්නේ. මේකේ තියෙන පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන ඒවා සල්ලි වලින් රෙකෝඩ් කරන්නේ petty cash payment journal එකේ. Small amount of expense paid in cash. If there are more similar expense, you have to prepare separate columns. එක වගේ වියදම් ගොඩක් තිබුණොත් ඒකට වෙනම column එකක් අපි දාන්න ඕන. ඒතර expense තිබුණොත් categorize කරන්න බැරි expense ඒකට තමයි miscellaneous කියලා column එකක් අපි දාන්නේ. It is equal sundry expense. And other columns will be recorded payment by issuing checks. Payment by issuing checks. Now take the total value. After recording each and every transaction, you have to calculate total value also each column. First one thing, how to maintain petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal. Then I will discuss how to record those information in the ledger account also. You have to know how to record those information in the ledger account also. First one, calculate total value each column. Here should be written as a transfer to the general ledger. Transfer to the general ledger. Transfer to the general ledger. First one, calculate total value each column. The small amount of expense paid in cash should be records. Calculate total value each column. Therefore, here total amount equal 131,000. Here 71,000, 72,000. Calculate total value each column. Therefore, here 97,000. $58,000. First one thing, how it records each and every transaction in the petty cash payment journal. And calculate total value also each column. It has given opening balance and cash received from chief cash is also given. Those are to be recorded petty cash payment journal, petty cash control accounts. Here should not be recorded here. Opening balance cannot be recorded here. And cash received from chief cash also should not be recorded petty cash payment journal. Only payment should be recorded here. Calculate total value also. Calculate total value also. I think total column total value equal 406,000. 406,000. First one, complete petty cash payment journal. After that, I will discuss how to record those information in the ledger account also. Think petty cash payment journal. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded here. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded here. First one, complete recording parts. Then there's how to record those information in the ledger account also. One podi වේදන් ගෙවන්න විතරයි මේක තියාගෙන යන්නේ. All other expense, all other thing paid in checks by issuing. සාමාන්‍ය business එක වෙන්නේ පොඩි වියදම් ටික විතරයි සල්ලි වලින් ගෙවන්නේ. ඒක තමයි petty cash payment journal එක තියෙන්නේ. All other payment by issuing checks. All other payments. Therefore, those are to be called petty cash payment journal. Right now, there's how to record ledger account also. There's how to record those information in the ledger account also. Right. You have to prepare cash control account as well as petty cash control accounts. On මුලින්ම අපිට සල්ලි හම්බ වෙනවා chief cash එකෙන්. The cash control account and petty cash control accounts. As well as separate ledger account for postage, traveling, stationery, miscellaneous column එකේ වෙනම accounts ගහන්න ඕන අපි. It is given wages as well as newspaper advertisement. And other also, think other column available payment for creditors. එතන ඒකට අපි ගන්නවා creditor control account එකක්. Creditors ලා ගොඩක් හිටියොත් එක account එකක් ගන්න ඕන. Miscellaneous එකේ වෙන වෙනම accounts ගහන්න ඕන. Postage, sorry, wages and newspaper advertisement. Right, prepare cash control accounts as well as petty cash control accounts. After that, postage, traveling, stationery, and miscellaneous available, wages and newspaper advertisement. But other column, payment for creditors available. Therefore, you have to prepare creditor control accounts. Creditor control, right? Prepare the ledger accounts. For මුලින්ම chief cash එකෙන් සල්ලි අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා. Therefore, cash control account and petty cash control accounts. Think cash control accounts. Cash control accounts. As well as petty cash control accounts. Petty cash control accounts. Petty cash control. Then separate ledger account for postage, traveling, stationery, miscellaneous. Separate ledger accounts. It has given wages as well as newspaper advertisement. And other column available creditors. If there are more creditors, you have to prepare only one ledger accounts. It is called creditor control accounts. Right. Prepare the ledger accounts, postage, small ledger account postage, traveling. Therefore, here postage, traveling, and stationery. Stationery. And think miscellaneous columns available wages. Separate column for wages. As well as it has given newspaper advertisement. Therefore, wages and advertisement. advertisement. As well as payment for creditors available, therefore prepare creditor control account also. Prepare creditor control accounts. Creditor control accounts. Thing ledger account available general ledger. First one thing, how to record information in the petty cash payment journal. After that, you have to know how to record those information in the ledger account also. මුලින්ම chief cash එකෙන් petty cash එකට සල්ලි හම්බෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ හම්බෙච්ච සල්ලි වලින් expense ටික අපි ගෙවනවා. Prepare cash control accounts, petty cash control accounts, and small ledger account for postage, traveling, stationery. ඔන්න මේවට වෙන වෙනම එකස් ගහන්න ඕන. Postage, traveling, stationery. ඊට අමතරව miscellaneous එකේ වෙන වෙනම accounts හදන්න ඕන එකට. Wages separate ledger accounts and newspaper advertisement also separate ledger accounts. And other column available creditors, there are more creditors available. You have to prepare only one ledger accounts. It is called creditor control accounts. Creditor control accounts. No need to prepare separate ledger account for Sunil and Basil in the general ledger. I will discuss later creditors ledger. We have to prepare separate ledger account in the creditors ledger for individual creditors. At first one, prepare the ledger accounts. Prepare the ledger accounts. Think ledger account should be maintained in the general ledger. Ledger account should be maintained in the general ledger. All the business organizations, this is a process. From the beginning, each and every transaction should be recorded in the prime end books. After that, those should be recorded in the ledger accounts. Then by closing ledger account, trial balance should be prepared. It may be company, it may be sole proprietorships, it may be partnership. Think about process. That prepare the ledger accounts, cash control accounts, petty cash control accounts, postage, traveling, stationery, and miscellaneous. It is included wages, separate ledger accounts, newspaper advertisement, also as an advertisement expense. Then other column available payment for creditors. There are more individual creditors available, but in the general ledger, you have to maintain only creditor control accounts. Only creditor control accounts. Right now, think how to record in the ledger accounts. Now, think opening balance also given. On record කරන විදිය බලන්න. ඔන්න මේ ටික දාන්න කලින් opening balance එක දාගන්න ඕනේ. Given from the beginning opening balance 30,000. That value should be recorded as a balance brought forward debit side. On පළවෙනියෙන් petty cash control accounts. Balance available petty cash control accounts. As a balance brought forward 30,000. මේ දෙන ගිය මාසේ හම්බෙච්ච සල්ලි වලින් වියදම් කරපු නැති ටික මේ දෙන්නේ. As a balance. ප්‍රධාන මුලින්ම වෙන්නේ chief cash-ින් අපිට සල්ලි හම්බ වෙනවා. ඉතින් opening balance as a balance brought forwards. මේක වෙන්නේ මාසෙන් මාසෙ තමයි දෙන්නේ සල්ලි. නැත්නම් සතියෙන් සතියට. ඒගොල්ලෝ decide කරනවා මේ සතියට පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න මෙච්චරක් තිබ්බොත් ඇති. It is called petty cash interest. Petty cash interest කියන්නේ maximum decide කරපු ගාණ. සතියකට හරි මාසයකට. Right. This is opening balance. Previous closing balance. And given cash received from chief cashier. Cash received from chief cashier 470,000. From the beginning, it is given chief cashier is salary hambela 470. What's the double entry? Cash control account credit as a petty cash control. As a petty cash control. Petty cash control account debit 470,000 as a cash control. Think double entry. As a cash control. It is called reimbursement. මේ තමා chief cashier හම්බෙන සල්ලි ටික මේ. දැන් මෙතන total එක හොඳට බලන්න. Petty cash control account here total amount equal 500,000. It is called petty cash interest. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මාසේ පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න ලක්ෂ 5ක් තිබ්බොත් ඇති. ඒක තමයි petty cash impress එක. but think reimbursement හැම වෙලේම දෙන්නේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන විතරයි. petty cash impress කියලා කියන්නේ 500,000 වලට. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ maximum decide කරපු ගාන මාසෙකට මෙච්චරක් ඇති කියලා. it is called petty cash impress. First one thing opening balance it is given from the beginning and cash received from chief cashier. ඔන chief cashier දෙනවා petty cashier ට පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්නේ මෙච්චරක් මේ අවුරුද්ද මේ මාසේ. ඔන්න දැන් petty cashier ගෙවපු ගාන තමයි මේ තියෙන බලන්න. ඉතින් petty cash expense paid in cash by the petty cashier. Right, effect for cash decrease. Now think double entry. Petty cash control accounts should be debit this value. ඔන්න දැන් petty cash control එක maintain control කම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Total column total value can be recorded at once. හොඳට තේරුම් ගන්න. Petty cash control accounts can be recorded by using two methods. Total column total value can be recorded 406,000 or analysis column total value also can be recorded. එක්කෝ මේ ටිකේ total එක වෙන වෙනම දාන්න ඕන. එහෙම නැත්නම් total column එකේ total එක දාන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. අර cash control වගේ. right. මම හදනවා ක්‍රම දෙකම. right, first one thing total column total value 406,000. Effect for cash decrease. Therefore petty cash control account credit 406,000 as a total expense paid. Total expense as a total expenses. Think total column total value. Petty cash control account can be credit at once or එක්කෝ මේක මේ විදිහට දාන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් analysis column එකේ total එක. Postage, traveling, stationery, miscellaneous, other it total value also can be recorded. කොහොමද මේ දෙකෙන් එකක්. Then debit all other ledger accounts. Think postage debit. Think petty cash control account credit. All other ledger account debit. Therefore postage 48,000. Debit 48,000. Postage account as a petty cash. Double entry. As a petty cash. And think traveling also total value 58,000. 58,000 as a petty cash. As a petty cash. මේක ආපහු බලන්න තේරුම් නැත්නම් මුලින්ම opening balance එක දාගෙන BBF කියලා petty cash control එකේ. Then chief cashier cash received from chief cashier cash control account credit petty cash control debit කරන්න. Cash received from chief cashier it is given from the beginning. Cash control account credit petty cash control account debit. After that petty cash payment journal total column total value. Total column total value petty cash control account credit as a total cash payments. As a total cash payments. Here total cash payments. Total cash payment. Petty cash control account credit. And all other ledger account debit. Petty cash control account credit. Total column total value. Or petty cash control account can be records. Analysis column total value also. Then debit all other ledger accounts. Postage account debit. Traveling account debits. And stationery total value equal 97,000 debit as a petty cash control. But miscellaneous you have to prepare separate ledger accounts. Think wages 60,000. Therefore wages account debit 60,000. Separate ledger accounts as a petty cash. And advertisement expense also 12,000 debit as a petty cash. But think other column available payment for creditors. Other column available payment for creditors. It total value equal 131,000. It total value equal 131,000. Creditor control account debit 131,000 as a petty cash. As a petty cash. Think how to record in the ledger accounts. First one, think about opening balance. Opening balance petty cash control account as a balance board for debit side. Second step, cash receipt from chief cashier. On a mass and mulama pit salary hamano chief cashier. Cash control account credit petty cash control account debit. ඊට පස්සේ අන්නේ හම්බෙච්ච සල්ලි වලින් තමයි පොඩි පොඩි වේදන් ටික අපි ගෙවන්නේ. Therefore, analysis column total value. Petty cash control account credit. Think petty cash control account can be maintained by using two methods. Total column total value can be records as a total cash payments, or analysis column total value also can be records. Both are equal, same. And all other ledger account debit, postage debit, traveling, stationery, and wages. Miscellaneous column separate ledger accounts, wages, and advertisement. As well as other column available, payment for creditors. Therefore, that total value, creditor control account can be debit. Right. Now, petty cash control account balance should be carried out. There's reimbursement also. Or then May month balance carry down කරන්න ඕන. Take debit side total amounts. Calculate closing balance. और තාම record කරේ නැත්නම් record කරගන්න මේ ටික. And calculate closing balance of petty cash control account also. Petty cash control account balance should be carried down. Petty cash control account balance should be carried down. Then think reimbursement also. Reimbursement. This part very, very important. We are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement. පන ඕනම business එකක් මෙන්න මේ process එක යන්න ඕන. ඒතර ඔයගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් ගන්න ඕන primary books වල record කරන්නේ මොනවද කියලා. 8ක් තියෙනවා primary books. ඊට පස්සේ තමයි ledger එක post කරන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ by closing ledger account trial balance can be prepared general ledger. Think process. Right, record කලේ නැත්නම් record කරගන්න ඉස්සරවම. After that, calculate petty cash control account closing balance also. Then think reimbursement. උනාපව chief cashier දෙනවා ඊළඟ මාසේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ මාසයකට decide කරනවා මෙච්චරක් තිබුණොත් ඇති කියලා පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න. ඒකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ petty cash impress කියලා. ඒක තමයි maximum ගාන. ඊට පස්සේ reimburse කරනකොට ආපහු දෙන්නේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන විතරයි. That petty cash control account balance should be carried down. Petty cash control account balance should be carried down. Think debit side total money equal 50,000. Debit side total money equal 500,000. Take same value other side and difference value as a balance carried out. Therefore, think here difference value equal 94,000. ඒ කියන්නේ ලක්ෂ 5ක් අපිට දීලා තියෙනවා. නමුත් වේදම් කරේ 4,06,000ක් විතරයි. 400,000 406,000 total expense. Therefore, think closing balance equal 94,000. ඒ කියන්නේ මේගොල්ලෝ මේ මාසේ පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන ලක්ෂ 5ක් දුන්නට අපිට වියදම් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 4,600. $406,000. Therefore, think closing balance. Therefore, this is the balance brought forward. ඒක නම් මේ මාසේ අන්තිමට මෙච්චරක් අපි ගාව තියෙනවා බලන්න. ආපහු chief cashier දෙන්නේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන සමාන ගානක් විතරයි. It is called petty cash impress reimbursement. මේකේ maximum ගාන හැම වෙලේම 500,000 වෙන්න ඕන. ඊළඟ මාසේ දෙනකොට දෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන විතරයි. Think total column total value equal 406,000. It is called reimbursement. ආපහු reimburse කරනවා බලන්න. chief cashier දෙනවා cash account credit petty cash control account debit. Value equal amount equal for previous month expense. මේ මාසේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන තමයි මේ මාසේ ආපහු reimburse කරන්නේ. උතර maximum ගාන හැම වෙලේම එන්නේ 500,000. අනේ 500,000 කියන එක තමයි impress කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මුලින්ම මේගොල්ලෝ කරන්නේ ඩිසයිඩ් කරනවා පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න මෙච්චරක් තිබුණොත් ඇති කියලා. ඒක තමයි petty cash impress එක. ඊට පස්සේ ආපහු දෙනකොට දෙන්නේ ඊට කලින් මාසේ වියදම් කරපු ගාණ විතරයි. ඒතර මැක්සිමම් ගාණ හැම වෙලේම 50000 වෙනවා. petty cash impress and reimbursement. Therefore, think expense total will be equal 406,000. It is equal reimbursement value. Therefore, chief cashier උන් ආපහු දෙනවා petty cashier ට double entry cash account credit 406,000 as a petty cash. As a petty cash and petty cash account debit 406,000 as a cash control. This is a reimbursement. Reimbursement කියන්නේ ආපහු දෙනවා chief cashier ට. කොච්චරද දෙන්නේ? ඊට කලින් මාසේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන සමාන ප්‍රමාණයක්. petty cash impress කියන්නේ maximum decide කරපු ගාන. මාසෙකට පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න මෙච්චරක් තිබුණොත් ඇති කියලා. වань හැම වෙලේම මේක total එක සමාන වෙනවා 500,000 වලට. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතනින් යාට ඊළඟ මාසෙ. Think how to prepare petty cash payment journal. Petty cash payment journal. Only a small amount of expense paid in cash will be recorded here. අන්න මේක අපි දාන්නේ expense paid in cash, a small amount of expense. Therefore, you have to know how to record each and every transaction in the petty cash payment journal. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded. Make අඩුපාඩු හදාගන්න ඉස්සරහම. Think how to prepare petty cash payment journal and think how to record those information in the ledger account also. Ledger accounts. And think petty cash impressed as well as reimbursement. Petty cash impressed and reimbursement. Think all the small amount of expense should be categorized. If there are more expense, you have to prepare separate column for expense also. මම postage වලට අදාළ වියදම් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා නම් වෙනම column එකක් අපි දාන්න ඕන. traveling වලට අදාළ expense ගොඩක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒකට වෙනම column එකක් දාන්න ඕන. එහෙම ගොඩක් expense නැතිවට තමයි miscellaneous කියලා අපි දාන්නේ. It is equal sundry expense. Other column available only payment by issuing checks. Payment by issuing checks available other column. That complete petty cash payment journal and think ledger account also. Think opening balance also available. මේ ගාන ඉවර නම් question number 2 හදන්න ගන්න. Think 2 also same way. හදන්න try කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මම හදපුවම හරිද කියලා බලන්න. Question number second one. Question number second one. It is given same information. Think opening balance also given. Opening balance as well as cash received from chief cashier should be recorded. Petty cash control accounts. Only payment by issuing cash. By using cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. Think cash payment journal also we have discussed. Cash payment journal available only payment by issuing checks. මේ දෙකේ වෙනස තමයි අරක දැන් cash payment කියලා තිබුණාට ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ checks වලින් ගෙවනවා. සාමාන්‍ය business එකේ ලොකු වියදම් ඔක්කොම ගෙවන්නේ checks වලින්. පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න තමයි මේ petty cash payment එක තියාගෙන යන්නේ. Right, question number second one, complete petty cash payment journal. First one, draw the format. And date it is given. Think voucher number also given. Voucher number. Same transaction. If it is given payment for creditors should be recorded other column. First one, complete petty cash payment journal. Then think how to record the ledger account also. Then try කරන්න බලන්න. There are 8 primary books. And calculate total value also. Question number second one. අදවනම් හරිද කියලා බලන්න. First one, complete petty cash payment journal. Then think how to prepare ledger account also. Think same transaction. Question number second one. It has given purchase stationery and traveling expense, newspaper advertisement, and payment to Nimali, postage, stationery, like that. The date is given. You have to consider only payments. Team purchase stationery 2nd of July 23. Voucher number is given 080. And purchase of stationery total amount equal 31,000. Question number second one, 31,000. Therefore, purchase stationery should be recorded stationery column. And given traveling expense also 081. Value is given 18,000. Separate column for traveling. Same transaction. Next one, stamp and envelope. Next one, newspaper advertisement. Next one, newspaper advertisement. Date is given. That first one, complete recording parts. First one, complete recording parts. And given 4th of July and 10th of July 082. Newspaper advertisement. Newspaper advertisement. Value equals 6,000. Therefore, it should be recorded miscellaneous column. Not given separate column for advertisement expense. Categorize කරන්න බැරි expense එකක් තිබුණොත් ඒක දාන්නේ miscellaneous එකට. Miscellaneous. It is equal Sunday expense. Next one, payment to Nimali 11th of July 23 083. Nimali is a creditor. Within bracket Nimali. Value is given 48,000. Therefore, if it is given payment for creditors, should be recorded other column. Payment for creditors, other column. Limal is a creditor. Then 12th of July 23 084 voucher number and given postage. Think postage value equal 58,000. Separate column available for postage. If there are more similar expense, you have to prepare separate column. Next one is stationery 15 July 23 085. Stationery 10,000. Therefore, separate column for stationery 10,000. Separate column for stationery 10,000. And given telegram expense also, telegram 16 July 23 086. In telegram also part of postage. Think telegram's expense 5,000 postage column. Think analysis column. First one, complete petty cash payment journal. Then think how to record the ledger account also. Next one, given traveling expense. 17 July 23, 087. Description traveling. Description traveling expense 6,000. Separate column available for traveling 6,000. And next one, payment to Kasun. Think Kasun is a creditor. You have to know how to prepare petty cash payment journal. Date 18 July 23, 08988. Think payment to Kasun. Kasun is a creditor. Therefore, creditor within bracket Kasun. Payment to creditors Kasun 49,000. Therefore, Kasun is a creditor. Payment for creditors should be recorded other column 49,000. And given register post charges, also part of postage. Think small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded here 089. Register post charges. Think register post charges value equal 14,000. Part of traveling, past of postage, register post charge. Think analysis column also. Next one, vehicle parking charges. 23 July 23. Vehicle parking charges 070 Vehicle parking charges. Vehicle parking charges value equal 4,000. Also part of traveling. Part of traveling. A last transaction, payment to Tamali. Think Tamali is a creditor. 28 July 2023. 091. Creditor within bracket Tamali. Think how to prepare petty cash payment journal. We are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement each and every business organization. All the business organization, this is the process. From the beginning, all the transactions will be recorded in the primary books. Think payment for creditors should be recorded other columns. Then take the total value each column. Before recorded in the ledger accounts, you have to calculate total value each column. Total value each columns. Then can be prepared ledger account also. Think small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded petty cash payment journal. A small amount of expense paid in cash. Then total value transfer to the general ledger and calculate total value also. Therefore, here should be written as a transferred. Transfer to the general ledger. Calculate total value each column. Calculate total value each columns. Think how to prepare petty cash payment journal. only small amount of expense paid in cash will be recorded here. But cash payment journal should be recorded payment by issuing checks. That part we have discussed already. Calculate total value each column. Think petty cash interest also and reimbursement. Categorize කරන්න බැරි expense තිබුණොත් තමයි miscellaneous column එකට යන්නේ. Miscellaneous, it is equal sundry expense also. Calculate total value each column. Then calculate total column total value also. Total column total value. When recording in the ledger accounts, you have to consider total value. You have total value equal 313,000. Think a small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded. Calculate total value also and prepare ledger accounts. You have to prepare cash control accounts. Think ledger accounts should be recorded in the general ledger. Here, general ledger. Ledger is a place which is input more ledger accounts. Therefore, you have to prepare cash control accounts and petty cash control accounts. Petty cash control accounts. This one cash control. And this one petty cash control. Cash control and petty cash control. And separate ledger account for postage, travel in, stationery, as well as miscellaneous. It has given newspaper advertisement. Separate ledger account for advertisement. But other column, it has given payment for creditors. You have to prepare only one ledger accounts as a creditor control. Therefore, separate ledger account postage, as well as stationery and travel in. This one postage, stationery, and travel in. Travel in. And the miscellaneous column available. Advertisement expense. They have a separate ledger account as an advertisement. And other column, it has given payment for creditors. Therefore, prepare creditor control accounts. Creditor control accounts. Creditor control. Think those are the ledger accounts should be prepared in the general ledger. That complete recording parts. Opening balance also given. First one, opening balance should be recorded petty cash control account as a balance brought forward. Think petty cash payment journal. Prime and books. In this lesson, we have discussed prime and books, ledger, debtors ledger, creditors ledger, then think how to prepare trial balance. As well as you have to know error correction part, profit correction, error correction. And part make it you have to know how to record information in the prime and books, as well as how to record in the ledger account also. That complete recording parts, opening balance also given, petty cash control accounts. Opening balance, if it is given, it should be recorded debit side of the petty cash control accounts. Debit side of the petty cash control accounts. That complete recording parts. And think about reimbursement also. Reimbursement කියන්නේ chief cashier petty cashier හම්බෙන ගාන. And given chief cashier also, it has given received in cash from chief cashier from the beginning. Right, complete recording parts. First one, take the balances petty cash control accounts. In petty cash control account opening balance, it has given 28,000. That value as balance brought forward debit side, as a balance brought forward. Then thing given from the beginning, received from chief cashier. ඔන මුලින්ම chief cashier ගෙන් සල්ලි අපිට හම්බෙලා. මොකටද? පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න. 372,000. Therefore 372,000 cash control account credit as a petty cash control. As a petty cash control. Think petty cash control account debit 372,000 as a cash control. Cash control accounts. This is called reimbursement. මේ තමයි ගිය මාසේ reimbursement එක වෙදී. මේක equal වෙනවා ගිය මාසේ expense වල equal ප්‍රමාණයක්. කියන්නේ හැම වෙලේම reimburse කරන්නේ ඊට කලින් මාසේ වියදම් කරපු ගාණ. Cash control credit, petty cash control account debit. මෙන්න මෙතන හොඳට හිතන්න ඕන. මේ දෙකේ total එක තමයි petty cash impress කියලා කියන්නේ. ඔන්න මේකේ total වෙනවා 400,000. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකේ තේරුම තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ decide කරලා තියෙනවා මේ මාසේ වියදම් කරන්න ලක්ෂ 4ක් තිබුණත් ඇති කියලා. petty cash impress. That is a maximum value. ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගන්න ලක්ෂ 4ක් තිබ්බොත් ඇති. එතකොට හැම වෙලේම reimburse කරන්නේ ඊට කලින් මාසේ වියදම් කරපු ගාණ. Impress කියන්නේ maximum ගාණට. Right, first one thing, cash received from chief cashier. Petty cash payment journals will be record only payments. Right now, think total column total value. Petty cash payment journal total column total value or analysis column total value can be record petty cash control accounts. ලේසිම ක්‍රමය තමයි මේ total column එකේ total එක දාන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් කෙලින්ම analysis එකේ total එක දාන්නත් පුළුවන් අපිට. Right, total column total value 313,000 double entry petty cash control account credit as a total expense. As a total expense paid, not the total payments. Total payments. මෙතන මේ විදිහට total එක දාන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් analysis column එකේ total එක වෙන වෙනම දාන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ postage කියලා 77,000. Traveling කියලා 28,000. Stationery 41,000. Miscellaneous කියලා 60,000, 6,000. Other 161,000. Like that also can be recorded. Or total column total value. If it for cash decrease, petty cash control account credit. Then debit separate ledger accounts. Think postage debit 77,000. Postage debit 77,000 as a cash control. Stationery debit 41,000 as a cash control. And station traveling. Think traveling debits 28,000 as a cash control. But miscellaneous, it is include newspaper advertisement. Therefore, separate ledger account you have to prepare as an advertisement. Debit 6,000. Miscellaneous column එකේ වෙන වෙනම accounts ගහන්න ඕන. Therefore, as advertisement here as a cash control, as petty cash control. As a petty cash control. And think other column available payment for creditors. There are more creditors available in the general ledger. You have to prepare creditor control accounts. No need to prepare individual creditors accounts. Think value equal 161,000 total value. Creditor control account debit as a petty cash control. As a petty cash control Think how to record the ledger accounts. First one, opening balance available petty cash control accounts. Then think cash receipt from chief cashier, cash control credit, petty cash control debit. Then think all the expense paid. Expense paid, petty cash control account credit can be record analysis column total value or total column total value. Petty cash control account credit, all other ledger account debits. Then calculate closing balance of petty cash control. Closing balance of petty cash control. Think reimbursement also. Reimbursement. Petty cash control accounts. When we record karana, and calculate petty cash control account closing balance also. And think reimbursement part also. Complete karana. Petty cash control account can be prepared other method also. ඕන නම් ඇනලිසිස් කොලම් එකේ ටෝටල් එක දාන්නත් පුළුවන් අපිට. Think primary books, ledger, error correction, profit correction, suspense accounts. Those are the area we are going to discuss under lesson 4. That calculate closing balance of petty cash control accounts. Calculate closing balance of petty cash control accounts. And think reimbursement also. Think petty cash impress. Petty cash impress කියන්නේ maximum decide කරපු ගාන. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මාසෙට පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න මෙච්චරක් තිබුණොත් ඇති කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝ decide කරපු ගාන තමයි petty cash impress කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒතර හැම වෙලේම reimburse කරන්නේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන විතරයි. ඒතර හැම වෙලේම maximum ගාන අර impress එකේ value එකට සමාන වෙනවා. Sometimes they are MCQ paper. There's how much petty cash impress. Right now take the closing balance petty cash control accounts and think reimbursement also. ඊළඟ මාසේ ආපහු කීයක් දෙනවද කියලා බලන්න. Petty cash control debit side increase. Take debit side total value equal 400,000. Take the same value other side also. Same value other side. Then difference value as a balance carry down. Therefore this one minus this one. Balance equal 87,000. Take that value debit side as a balance brought forward. මොකද දැන් මේ මාසේ මෙච්චරක් තියෙනවා balance එක. දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් ගන්නනේ ඊළඟ මාසේ කීයක් ආපහු දෙනවද කියලා මේක. chief cashier. ඒකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ reimbursement කියලා. Think reimbursement petty cash impress reimbursement. Impress කියන්නේ maximum ගාන. මේ දෙකේ total එක 400,000. Reimbursement කියන්නේ ආපහු දෙන ගාන. Think reimbursement equal amount equal for this month expense. මේ මාසේ expense වල සමාන ගාණක් තමයි ඊළඟ මාසේ reimburse කරන්නේ. මෙතනින් යදින ඊළඟ මාසේ. Therefore reimbursement 313,000. ආපහු chief cashier දෙනවා petty cashier. පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න මෙච්චරක්. Therefore double entry cash control account credit. Reimbursement එක කරන්නේ ඊළඟ මාසේ මුල. කීයක් දෙනවද? මේ මාසේ වියදම් කරපු ගාණ. Therefore cash control account credit as a petty cash control and petty cash control account debit 313,000 as a cash control. कारण ආපහු cash petty cash control එකේ total ගාණ equal වෙනවා 400,000 වලට. ඔය විදිහට දිගටම යනවා බලන්න. මෙතනින් ඊළඟ මාසේ. Therefore think how to record each and every transaction. What kind of information? A small amount of expense paid in cash. Petty cash payment journal should be recorded. මේක උන balance opening balance එකම දාන්න බෑ. සල්ලි හම්බෙනවා මේකේ දාන්න බෑ. ඒවා ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ petty cash control account එකේ. Petty cash payment journal should be record only payments. මේක අපි maintain කරන්නේ small amount of expense paid in cash. හැබැයි expense නැතුව මොන හරි ගෙවලා තිබුණොත් creditors වලට වගේ අපි දාන්නේ other column එක. categorize කරන්න බැරි expense තිබුණොත් ඒක අපි දාන්නේ miscellaneous column එක. If there are more similar expense, separate column you have to prepare. එක වගේ වියදම් ගොඩක් තිබුණොත් වෙනම කොලම් එකක් දාන්න ඕන. ගොඩක් නැත්නම් මිසලන්ස් එකේ දාන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ලෙජර් එක පෝස්ට් කරනකොට වෙනම account එකක් හදන්න ඕන. Therefore think this is a theory. A small amount of expense paid in cash should be record petty cash payment journal. Think how to record petty cash payment journal. මේක සතියකට හදනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්, මාසයකට හදනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. කොහොමද ඒගොල්ලෝ ඩිසයිඩ් කරනවා සතියකට නම් මේ සතියට මෙච්චරක් ඕන වියදම් කරන්න. මාසයකට නම් මාසෙට මෙච්චරක් ඕන වියදම් කරන්න. It is called petty cash interest. Reimbursement. ආපහු දෙන ගාන. දෙන්නේ වියදම් කරපු ගාන විතරයි. Right. Therefore think cash payment journal also we have discussed. Cash payment journal should be recorded payment by issuing checks. ඒකට තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ මේ petty cash payment එකයි cash payment එකේ වෙනස. petty cash payment එක අපි හදන්නේ පොඩි පොඩි වියදම් ගෙවන්න. සල්ලි වලින් ගෙවන්නේ මේවා. All other payments should be done by issuing checks. ඒවා රෙකෝඩ් කරන්න තමයි cash payment එක තියෙන්නේ. Therefore think cash payment journal, cash receipt journal එතන අපි ඩිස්කස් කරන ඉස්සරහදී bank reconciliation also. Cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, then cash control accounts, then bank statement. By comparing those information, we have to prepare bank reconciliation also. But here, a small amount of expense paid in cash should be recorded. Think how to prepare petty cash payment journal and think how to record those information in the ledger account also. Then think petty cash control accounts. මේක ඕන නම් තව ක්‍රමයක් තියෙනවා හදන්න. මෙන්න මේ total payments දානවා වෙනුවට analysis column එකේ total එක වෙන වෙනම දාන්න පුළුවන්. As a postage 77,000, credit side, traveling 28,000, stationery 41,000, miscellaneous 6,000, other 161,000. Like that, petty cash control account can be record analysis column total value also, or total column total value. Therefore, this is a theory we have been discussing primary books. දැන් උඩ තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න මොකද්ද මේ අපි කරන්න හදන්නේ? There are 3 types of business available, 4 types of organization available. We are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement, sole proprietorship, partnership and company. All the business organization before preparing financial statement, this is the path. මුලින්ම කරන්නේ changes in resource of the business organization should be recognized as a transaction and events. After that, information should be collected by using source documents. After that, source document, sales invoice, purchase invoice, debit note, credit note, then general vouchers. Like that, information should be collected about changes in resource of the business organization. බලන්න දැන් උදේ කඩේ අරින වෙලේ ඉඳන් වහනකම් business එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන transaction වෙනස් වෙනවනේ. අන්නේම මුලින්ම අපි කරන්නේ recognition, transaction and events. After that, information should be collected by using source documents. Then should be recorded in the prime end books. Think cash receipt journal, cash payment journal, purchase journal, purchase return, sales journal, sales return journal, petty cash payment journal, and general journal. ඊට පස්සේ information available in the prime end books should be recorded in the ledger. After that, by closing ledger accounts in the general ledger, you have to prepare trial balance. If trial balance is not equal, next lesson, error correction. As a thing, debtors ledger available, creditors ledger available, general ledger available. Therefore, we have to discuss debtor reconciliation. Think debtors ledger, we have to prepare debtor list. Creditors ledger, we have to prepare creditors list. Therefore, compare with creditor control account balance. Creditor control account balance will be equal creditor list balance. Debtor control account balance will be equal debtor list balance. If those two balances are not equal, next lesson, debtor reconciliation, creditors reconciliation, like that band reconciliation, error correction, suspense account. Think about area, 8 prime in books. Then you have to know how to prepare general ledger, debtors and creditors ledger. Then debtor reconciliation, creditors reconciliation, band reconciliation, as well as suspense accounts, error correction, profit correction. Those are the area we are going to discuss. We have discussed there are 7 primary books: cash receipt, cash payments, purchase return, sales return, and petty cash payment journal. Next week I will discuss general journal also. Then you have to know how to record those information in the general ledger as well as debtors and creditors ledger. මේ පාඩම ඉවර වෙනකොට කොහොම හරි තේරුම් ගන්න ඕන error correction, suspense accounts, profit correction, general ledger, sub ledgers, and prime and books as well as band reconciliation, debtor reconciliation, and creditors reconciliation. This is the area we are going to discuss this lesson. Very, very important. This is the last lesson, first term. Grade 12, we have discussed there are 12 lessons, 10 lessons. We have discussed up to partnerships. Accounting mainly can be divided by two parts, financial accounts as well as management accounts. And the A level, we have discussed there are 16 lessons. Out of 16, there are 12 lessons financial accounts, balance 4 lesson management accounts. But grade 12, we have discussed up to lesson 10. Think organization, business transaction, our duty. We are going to provide information. Therefore, we are going to prepare financial statement. Therefore, each and every transaction from the beginning, all the business organization should be recorded in the private books. After that, should be recorded in the ledger accounts. Then, by closing ledger accounts, trial balance should be prepared. If it is not equal, error correction. Then adjustment. Then preparing financial statement. ඔය තමයි යන පාත් එක බලන්න. Right, we have discussed petty cash payment journal already. Petty cash payment journal. මේක ඉතුරු ගණන් ටික relevant for cash purchase journal, purchase return journal, sales return journal. That part I have discussed already. ඒක හදලා වෙලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මට දාන්න මේ WhatsApp එකේ මම පොඩ්ඩක් මාක් කරලා දාන්න. හදාන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා බලන්න. ඒවා තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් අහන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මම ආපහු තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ආපහු ඒ ගණන් ටික ඩිස්කස් කරන්නම්. Next week I will discuss general journal. After that I will discuss debtors ledger, creditors ledger also. Then I will discuss debtor reconciliation, creditors reconciliation, and band reconciliation also. හරි මේක ඉතුරු ගණන් ටික ගෙදරින් හදන්න. හදන විදිය තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මම අහන්න. ඒවා හදලා පොඩ්ඩක් දාන්න මට බලලා චෙක් කරලා මාක් කරලා දාන්න පුළුවන් අපව. right එහෙනම් ඉතුරු ගෙදරින් හදන්න. good night.
God bless you.